All right, you guys. So, Ticket TV live streams, like, share, subscribe, salute to everybody tapping on in. And let's get right into this video, man. I want to talk about this situation with Bo and Mike Budenholzer. Now, I heard, reports coming out about the situation with Bo and Mike Budenholzer. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I think it's an absolute disgrace. And I'm not talking about Chris Haynes because he's reputable. I respect Chris Haynes reporting. But I think it's a disgrace that people get mad at Mike Budenholzer for benching Bo ass. People keep acting like Bo been in the league all these years, ain't never did shit. People keep talking about, oh, he got all this talent. He ain't did a damn thing. Mike Budenholzer seen that time that Plumlee was in a fight. Everybody don't come over there to see what's going on, and Bo sitting over there doing layups. Why his teammates getting into it? He ain't about the team. Bench his sorry ass. And I'm with Mike Budenholzer on that. Bro, they got to let the coaches coach. They're not letting the coaches coach no more. The general manager for the Phoenix Suns ruined his team. He absolutely torpedoed and ruined the team. Point blank period, man. You're not let you fired 2 championship coaches and a coach that went to the finals, bro. Get their ass out of here. These dudes gave up the league to the players. Y'all got the players out here running this, controlling everything now, and they have ruined it. KD's way, Booker's way, all them dudes' way have not gone anywhere. Booker didn't do anything until Chris Paul came along. These are all facts. Y'all can hop in. I dropped the link, nigga. These are all facts. They're not letting the coaches coach no more, man. This is absolutely disgraceful, bro. The players are getting away with whatever they want to get away with. I commend Coach Mike Budenholzer for holding these punks to the standard, man. Your teammate getting into it, bro. You supposed to be over there helping your teammate. You on the court. You over there doing layups while dudes jumping on your teammates. Man, what the hell wrong with these people? At least go over there and try and break it up. Bo ain't got no status to where he's supposed. Usually, he really supposed to be the one running over there looking out for his teammates. You got dudes up there calling Mike Budenholzer dummy. No, he's won a championship before. Some Bo ain't never did. And everybody keeps talking about, oh, man, why you do Bo? Nigga, every coach been doing Bo like that. He got all that talent. He can't learn no plays and keep himself on the court, man. How many teams he don't been with? He don't been through the same situation on, man? All that stacking the deck stuff, like James said, don't work, man. This don't blow up in these people's face. The owner running around here blaming everybody else but himself for putting that raggedy-ass team together. You don't fire 2 championship coaches and a coach that went to the NBA Finals with Monty Williams. Change the whole team, and now you blaming the coach. Talking about, oh, yeah, we were better than 36 wins. No, you wasn't. Man, go ahead, James. I'll let you cook these niggas, man. Link in the chat. Real talk, man. They don't want to let the coaches coach no more, James. All these coaches getting fired now. They fired the coach. They fired the coach from the Cavs last year. He did everything he could do. JB Bickerstaff. Thank God he get another chance. Look, he gets sent to the NBA hell, goes to the Detroit Pistons, make them a playoff team in year 1. Is he a bad coach? Meanwhile, the other coach come in, and now he get to reap the benefits of what this man JB Bickerstaff built up over there. It's bullshit, man. Same thing with Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham set the foundation with that Lakers team, had to deal with all that situation with LeBron James and Russell Westbrook acting like fools and stuff over there. Specifically LeBron James and them. He had to go over there, clean that up. He goes over there, does the best he can do, get to the Western Conference Finals, wins the NCAA tournament, he gets fired. It's crazy, bro. Then you see the coach this year get fired. For the Denver Nuggets, man. Man, go ahead, man. These dudes don't know how to take coaching, bro. They ain't disciplined, bro. The league is in a bad place, man. Go ahead, bro. I'll let you cook on it, James. League is in a bad place, man. Go ahead.
My bad. I had got a phone call. Hey, man,
I'll let you cook on it, bro.
I've been saying that, bro. That player empowerment shit, that don't work. Coaches.
Hey, James, hold on. Something happened to your mic. It's a little low.
Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
Hold on, James. That's my fault. Go ahead. Go ahead, James.
Hey, I was getting the call. That's why. Listen.
Okay, go ahead.
I told y'all the league was in a bad place because that player empowerment shit don't work. Because now you really telling the fans and the people that love the game, that try to play the game at a high level.
Hold on, James. Let me cook this bone. You said how I get mad at the player not trying to get fined. No, sir. You're on the court, bro. The first thing you do is you go help your teammates, sir. The OGs to get that little fine for you. That's how it works. That's how I know you don't know about pro basketball. When you're on the court, let's say me and James on the court, right, James? James, I get into it. I'm your teammate. What you doing? You on the court? You coming over there, right? Especially if everybody don't ran up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Especially if I ain't getting no burn, I'm gonna sacrifice. I'm gonna take that charge. I'm gonna
That you
get thrown
supposed
out.
everybody you on the court. This ain't like you on the bench.
Yeah,
You on the court. So you
that's what
going
I'm
over there to
saying.
break
So
this thing up, right?
you going over there to defuse the goddamn problem.
Come on, bro. These niggas over here crying tomorrow. I ain't trying to get fun. Y'all niggas is hoes, man. That's the whole. That's James. That's why I don't respect this era, bro.
Hey, let me tell you something about that. Coach is getting a bad shake, and like you said, you brought up a good point. Big Staff did great with that Cleveland team. He still get axed for whatever reason. He tried to send him to hell. Did it to Monty Williams, sent him over there to Detroit. And them dudes coached their butt off with what they had. Some coaches could get the players to buy into it. Some coaches can't. But the great coaches, you could see that got it. That's why Eric Spoelstra still got a job. And I still fought him for some of the games he cost us in the past. But that don't make him not a good coach. Some of these players work with what they have, but the players should never have no say so over the coach. If that's the case, why we have coaches? Why put the coach on the sideline if you're gonna neglect what he said, go against what he's trying to preach and his philosophy on how he want to run this team and what he think this team need to do to get over to that next level. Championship coaches getting fired, bro. Come on, man. When have you ever seen that in the past? Championship pedigree coaches, they tug of war, they fight over them type coaches. But for some reason, in this era, they always get the back end of the stick. They always get the look. We don't need you. Thank you for your service. And then look what happened. The players. I could see if the coach
James
was out
getting
there,
fired. James getting fired after one season, bro.
but that's
Championship
not
coaches,
enough to build no team, though. A coach need at least 2, 3 years, maybe five tops before you decide, all right, he's not it. I done put the pieces around you. You know, chemistry have to play a part. You can switch this team since Chris Paul left, Aiden left. You got rid of Michael Bridges. That was a young team. Chris Paul, the only veteran piece that you needed. You didn't need to destroy that team and go get all these scrub veterans. And look where it got you. So I do fault him. You dig what I'm saying? You trying to overthink this shit when the shit was already there. Chris Paul did it with OKC. When he left OKC for whatever reason, look what OKC became after that. Number one seed 2 years in a row. Stay playing at an MVP level. They listen to their coach. They're not going against the grain. Only the young team surviving right now. All that stacking the deck, disrespecting coaches in this era, that shit for the birds, Brian. They know that. All that player empowerment done messed up the game. And I don't give a fuck who started it at the end of the day, because one dude doing it, that don't make you right to go in on and do it. I hate that monkey see do. I mean, it's just mind boggling to me how Budenholzer, Frank, what his name is? Lawrence Frank
Mike Budenholzer.
and Frank Vogel
Yeah, Frank Vogel. Yep.
got championship caliber experience. He was good with the Pacers. He was taking the fucking Miami Heat big three to the fucking 3 games. He just ain't had a firepower.
Right.
But
That
you
man get
can't tell
fired
me
after
that dude
1 year,
wasn't
James.
doing it. You can't tell me that dude wasn't doing a good job. Every year they played the Pacers, they had to put their big boy pants on when they was playing against a stacked team. You see what I'm saying? So, bro, I don't like it. It's
They
bad
did
for
the same
business.
shit to Darvin Ham. Fired this man in 2 seasons. This man won the first ever in-season tournament and went to the Western Conference Finals in year 1. So are they gonna fire JJ Redick if he lose in the first round or second if he lose in the second round this year? Are they gonna fire JJ Redick? I guarantee they don't. Go ahead, Jane.
They not gonna do it though, because he got the skin to win. Not saying the other ones don't, because that's the face of the league partner. You dig? They don't think they really wanted Darvin Ham. But for him to get that bad shake like that, I don't see why he didn't get a second chance to see if he could go to the next step if he brought him to the Western Conference Finals. But see, it's a pushback that they do because of the players. You hear the ruffles in the wind. Oh, all this, all that. I think every coach in this era should go on strike. I'm just being honest. Because if
James,
it's a
look at this
players'
clown on the
league,
screen. Look at this clown on the screen. JJ Redick is a smarter coach than him. How the fuck you know that?
nah,
How you
man,
know
because he
that?
won 50 games.
Why?
That
Because he
shit
got
don't
Luca,
mean
nigga?
nothing.
Because he got Luca, nigga, and won 3 more games than Darvin Ham, nigga? He
But
literally
hold
got
up. You
Luca
mean to
down
tell
his
me
He got Luka Doncic won 4 more games than Darvin Ham did his first year, bro. Make it make sense, punk.
That's trash, man. You supposed to be 60 wins, all that. If you the great coach, you know
You said
X's and
D-Lo
O's.
said it, and they kicked D-Lo ass off the team. Shut up, man. Shut up,
No,
man.
this is what I'm saying. Look to what he said though. He got What you call him did a better team with a better roster, better record. I mean, with a better roster. And Darvin
He
Ham
said
went to
D-Lo said Ham didn't make adjustments. D-Lo is on the goddamn bench playing for the Brooklyn Nets right now. He can't say shit, nigga. Go ahead, Jane.
even though he can't say nothing. You would think you had AD in the first half of the season. You had Luke on the back end, and you still was up and down, up and down. You ain't like you had the number one seed. Ain't like you. He showed you he couldn't coach in the fucking playing. Darvin Ham went 7-0 with that roster that he had. He didn't have no Luca. Hold on, right quick.
Yeah, you talking about D-Lo did. You talking about D-Lo said that Darvin Ham didn't make no adjustments. Nigga, the adjustment they all wanted him to make was to bench his ass. That was the adjustment they wanted, was for him to bench him. Bro, and if you got all that to say, just click the link, come on up here. I dropped the link for you, brother. What, you scared of this smoke, nigga? Don't be scared of this smoke, bro. Run up on this fire, you get burnt, little nigga. Go ahead and click that link, come on in here. Hold on, where the link at? Hold on, let me put this link right here for you. Come on, click that link right there. Come on in here, dog. Don't be afraid. Bring your ass on up in here, man. Don't nobody want to hear that, bro. And then talk about what he going off with D-Lo said, a dude they didn't even want. A dude, Darvin Ham stuck by D-Lo. JJ Redick didn't like D-Lo, nigga. Make it make sense. D-Lo played himself. You guys, y'all play yourselves out with the stuff y'all say. Y'all mark yourselves out. Again, they giving these players too much power, bro. They're not even letting the coaches get a chance to coach, bro. It's sad, man. They did the same thing, whether I like it or not. They did the same thing in Milwaukee with the Milwaukee coach, with the black coach. What's his name, y'all? I mean, the nigga had 30-some wins. Whether I liked it or not, he still had 30-some wins and was doing his job winning wise. He was getting wins. Fire his ass. Come on, Adrian Griffin. Yeah, man. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I like Doc Rivers, but still, man, that shit, like I said before, man, these coaches, they've been doing these coaches dirty, bro. They haven't even let these coaches really get a chance to coach, bro. You've been firing championship coaches. That let y'all know ain't nobody safe. They out here firing championship coaches after 1 year. You got to pay these dudes $80-90 million. Two coaches, they got to pay $100 million, damn it. Think about it. One coach 50 or 60 million, the other coach is 80 million, right? That's like 100 and what, 40-30 million dollars? Crazy. Got to pay them coaches all that money because you can't make no right decision as far as player personnel. You don't want the players to be held accountable. These dudes is trash to me, man. I don't respect it. I really don't. I think they have completely ruined the entire game. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. This whole weak ass era have destroyed basketball. This whole era week. You know what I mean? If you let coaches coach the players, you have a better product, man. And that's just me being real with y'all. You said, what's my favorite team? The Milwaukee Bucks. I like the Bucks, man. I like the Bucks because I like Giannis. I like how Giannis play, man. You know what I'm saying? Play hard all the time, old school type of game. I like Giannis. You know what I'm saying? I like the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? You know? So I just like players like that who play dominant like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Giannis is like a dominant type of player. He gonna get you on both ends, offensively and defensively. He gonna rebound and he gonna move the ball and get his teammates involved. I like that about him. And he gonna play downhill. He gonna play smash mouth basketball. I love that. You know, not a lot of guys want to do that. They don't want to stick to their identity and do that. You know what I'm saying? Would I like to see Giannis get a jump shot and stuff like that? Yeah, I would. you know what I'm saying, see him improve aspects of his game. You get paid that much money, you always want to improve other aspects of your game just to keep the defense work. But I don't want him to just turn to a fadeaway or a 3-point jump shooter. Nah, I want him to be going downhill like he doing and delivering punishment, capital punishment to these punks. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I want to see. But I'm just telling everybody what it is, man. That situation that y'all seeing, man, is trash, man. Like right now in the league, man, they don't mess the whole league up, man. They don't mess the whole NBA up, bro. It's sad, man. This whole the way they don't done this whole situation, bro. It's sour, man. It's sour for real, y'all. So we got to see how if they gonna bounce back and get it back right. You know what I'm saying? Or they just gonna continue to allow the league to be destroyed? Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. That what's gonna happen is, man, it's gonna end up the league is gonna go under, bro. If the product continues to get bad, the league is gonna go under. Because you can't keep paying money and not be getting that money back. At some point in time, the balances ain't right. You know what I'm saying? The balances ain't right. Then look how the media trying to do. They trying to get the players who actually need to be grinding it out in their own respective cities to leave. Look how they trying to do Giannis and them. Oh, Giannis got to leave. Look how they trying. Stephen A. Snitch on TV the other day talking about Devin Booker need to leave for what? That nigga need to stay down there in Phoenix and grind it out. They was in the finals a couple of years ago. Let that nigga sit in Phoenix and figure it out. Why he got to get up and leave and duck the grind? I hate that, bro. Then they trying to trade Giannis to Miami and shit, bro. That shit ain't cool, man. Let these dudes sit up there, go through the grind, and figure it out. They in their primes. They supposed to be leaders. Period. I'm telling y'all what it is. Right? Telling y'all what it is. Hey, to whoever said that about Joe Mazzulla, I guarantee if he lose in the first round, they fire his ass. He just won a championship. He lose in the first round to the Orlando Magic, they gonna fire his ass. And that's gonna be a tougher series than what people think. I ain't saying that Orlando gonna win that series. It's gonna be tougher than what people say. I see people talking about Orlando gonna get swept or Boston in 5. Nah, Orlando match up with them dudes very well. I got them winning at least 2 games at home. They match up very well. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. James, you still there? You on mute. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. So you can feel however the hell you want to feel about it. You said what? Yeah, man. I'm just telling y'all what it is, man. They playing the game dirty, man. CJ, what up, man? You can hop in if you want. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, they firing these coaches left and right, man. You got coaches that got championships on their resume, man. And they firing coaches like that, man. Shit's sad. After 1 year, bro. This is how they ruin the league. These new guys have ruined the league. Period. These new guys have ruined the NBA. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said Memphis about to beat OKC in 6 games in the first round. I doubt it. Memphis don't have the discipline enough, and John Moran ain't healthy enough for them to beat them like that. Straight up. And then niggas on YouTube and on social media and on Twitter gonna be mad at Mike Budenholzer because he got mad because his player didn't stick up for his other player. No, he's supposed to be upset about that. Nigga, I'd bench your ass too. If we got another player on the court getting into it and everybody's running over, the first thing everybody on the court does is getting the mix. That's what you call standing on business for your teammate. If you a young guy, you ain't got to worry about no fine. The OG's got your fine. They hit you with a $25,000 fine. The OG's going to take care of your fine. I got it, young fella. You stepped in and did what you're supposed to do. Period. That nigga ain't here worried about money for what? That nigga Bobo sitting down there just taking layups and
Hey,
shit.
bro, I'm coming. I'm almost done. All right, because I'm
I
at
got
work.
you, man.
So
Nigga sad.
don't cut off. Don't jump off, bro. I'm gonna hold it down for you.
I got you. I'm cooking, nigga. I'm cooking till you get in here, nigga. Cause I know there's something you can cook on too. That nigga sad, man. That nigga don't destroy the whole fabric of the National Basketball Association, man. Don't ruin the whole league, bro. This whole new weak ass era, man, where they fire coaches. LeBron James do a podcast with a new coach and get your current coach fired. That nigga sad, bro. Niggas sad, bro. And niggas walking around here with smiles on their faces about what happened with Darvin Ham. That shit is disgraceful. You know what I'm saying? It's disgraceful. Did Darvin Ham like that, man? Darvin Ham ain't do nothing. Bro, that man had a winning record, was winning 55, 57% of his games, and was doing everything he could do with the players he had. Bro, they find coaches that's doing their job. So what the hell a coach supposed to do out here? What is a coach supposed to do? They ain't punishing KD. They ain't punishing LeBron enough for all this foolishness. They out here punishing the players. This nigga come get Luka Doncic and got 4 more wins than when Darvin Ham had his first year. That's it. And them niggas out here convincing you he better than sliced bread. But them niggas get ready to get sent home in the second round. Now, do y'all think JJ ready to get into the conference finals in year 1 like Darvin Ham did? Hell no. Now, most of us have them beating Minnesota. I don't see how Minnesota going to beat them. Minnesota don't got the discipline enough to beat the Lakers. But still, it'll take Ant-Man going absolutely stupid crazy the whole series for them to win. And I don't see that happen. The Lakers are going to take Ant-Man out. They're going to double team Ant-Man and make Ant-Man get that ball up. Man, I don't want to hear JJ Mike, man. Y'all giving JJ way too much credit, bro. Y'all give these coaches ain't did shit too much credit, bro. He ain't did nothing but get Luka, bro. The Lakers was out here beating bad teams and depleted teams all season, bro. Period, bro. Like I said before, man. No excuses, man. No excuses, man. Y'all niggas is sad. Kid Trucks, what up, man? What you got?
Absolutely. Hold on, my bad. Background noise.
Okay, got your tongue, nigga?
Nah, are we good? Nah, hell no.
What you got on all this, man?
We got dogs
They
and
blaming
wolves and lions.
they blaming all these coaches after 1 year. Coach firing coaches and shit. They firing all these championship coaches. You firing fucking the Denver coach. Firing these 2 coaches in Phoenix. Bro, they nigga crazy as hell, man.
Oh, they fired him? They fired Budenholzer already?
Yeah, they firing him up. They just nigga, that's what we talking about right now.
God damn, bro. See, that's the problem. They won't let players have the progress to basically build with the team. And in the beginning of the season, I thought Budenholzer was someone doing a great job, but he couldn't really utilize his players the way he wanted and truly use his tactics and whatsoever. For instance, like Bradley Beal. I've been somewhat of a long time Wizards fan for a while, but Bradley Beal, he never there's a funny clip and funny video of him criticizing, his AAU team, saying if you don't tend to do these tactics when you play basketball, you won't go to the next level. But he never tend to evolve his game in any way, shape, or form except for scoring. You're an undersized shooting guard player, and the attitude you show in the Budenholzer, the attitude you even showed to Frank Vogel, two NBA championship coaches that took the team to the championship and won, and showed nothing but constant disrespect. And when Budenholzer wanted to utilize him in a different way to at least help find a way for this team to win and to go to that extra step and that extra level, he just ignored it in every way, being disrespectful, not playing defense, not taking it serious, not showing any amount of respect for a coach like Budenholzer, like Frank Vogel. That just shows you how that locker room probably is. Same
Bro,
thing
and I'm
with
telling you,
Durant.
LeBron James, to me, he's the catalyst of all this. And the reason why I say that is, bro, is because when you go get on a podcast during the season with the coach you want to be in here, and you get a coach fired that went to the Western Conference Finals, you undermine the coach that won the in-season tournament to go get your coach in there, bro. Then these other teams start saying, well, look how they fired that nigga. So now all these other teams start firing coaches after 1 year, bro. This shit's sad, man. It's sad, bro.
I agree, and KD's dick riding and taking everything LeBron James first
They did
said.
the same thing. They did the same thing to Frank Vogel. The man won a championship. They gave him a 1 year extension, bro. Who does that, bro?
And crazy thing about it, KD went there and destroyed that whole organization, if you ask me, because they went to the championship without him. It was just Chris, it was Devin Booker, it was DeAndre Ayton. Even though someone wanted to leave to have more shares on the ball, have more touches and whatsoever, but they went to the finals without him. And when
Right.
he came in, he he demoralized that whole team, the whole franchise. Now he's unhappy and now he's unsaid. You made that bed, you have to lay on it.
Nah, you right, bro. I totally agree with you, man. I totally agree with you, man. But like I said, I think that nigga LeBron James, he got a big part. Him and the clutch weight, that niggas ruined the whole league, man. They ruined the whole league, bro, top to bottom, bro. Because all this firing these coaches, firing championship coach, that started with LeBron James when they did that with Frank Vogel.
I
Gave that man a
entirely agree.
1 year degree. That man won a championship. LeBron said up there talking about, yeah, he got something to prove too. And then when they got that man fired, after the next year, come on, bro, that
But
shit's sad. Man. Then turn around and do it to Darvin Ham.
I entirely agree. Stab him right in the back. My thing with Darvin Ham in the beginning of the season, I thought he was going to fire him regardless. Just more so because I mean he was a black coach, so more than anything they gonna get your ass right up on out of here soon when they see an ounce of failure. But surprisingly for me, in somewhere around the middle of the end of the season, he started winning. He started getting some wins. The Lakers made some trades. And before you know it, they're in the Western Conference Finals, going
Mm,
against the Denver Nuggets, even though they got swept. But no one thought, including myself, even diehard Lakers fans, thought that Darvin Ham was going to at least be able to coach this team to go all the way up to the Western Conference Finals.
So
mm,
would you say would you say that's coaching?
You could say that. I mean, you have no choice. I mean, what else could you say? They ain't go to the
The
playoffs
reason why I
last.
say that because with that same roster that was the way it constructed, we all know the role player wanted those players around. So it was basically you handicapped him for building a team that he wanted to fit his system. Every coach got to play your style, your system, and get a bad shake. So when I say is that Monga see Monga do league, KD tried that same shit. It ain't get him nowhere. I don't want to hear about no foot on the line. These coaches get too much backlash when these dudes getting paid $200-300 million, $400 million, $60 million a year. You got to deliver the chip, man. Budenholzer, they kill Giannis. He ain't got this. He ain't got no bag. He coached him to a goddamn championship. But you mean to tell me this nigga supposed to be the highest order and you can't make the fucking playoffs? Man, stop it, man. And you got more help than Giannis. That's a baby big three, a big three, however you want to call it. I don't, man. The coaches get so much backlash, bro, and it's wrong, bro. Some of these players need to get they need to force these niggas into retirement.
Hey, I got a question. Okay, my fault for cutting you off though, James. What up, James? Long time no see. God bless you, man. But my question for like basically like the whole chat and you and Ticket is like within like this next new era, new generation of players. Do you think they could possibly, right? I'm not saying they're perfect. I know they got problems off and on the court and stuff like that, but do you see them possibly not, continuously blaming the coach or doing that same antics that like LeBron and Kevin Durant do?
Sometimes it come from low managing too. These dudes cheating the process. I know we've been trusting this process and feel it. How many games Joel Embiid missed? What you gonna talk about? I'm gonna pay you $60 million to keep crying hurt, like you can't play. Why you ain't never get off of him? But you're a fire coach and don't let him build his style, implement his offense and the pieces that he need to make that offense be successful. It's wrong, bro. Just look at what the players do. The players get contracts, 3-4 year contract extension. This man ain't playing 2-3 years straight. But all of a sudden, he getting 60 million up for 60 million this year, but the coach get a bad shake and get fired. Man, that's bullshit. How your
Agreed.
star player get to quit on the team, but I get fired for him quitting?
Agreed.
I can't make him play. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, I don't agree with the players did with that player empowerment stuff because Pippen was getting paid more than Jordan. That means y'all gonna cheat the process because cheat the fans out their money because I'm not the highest paid player. You love the game, man. All these players claim they love the game, but they don't love the game like that, bro. They love the money that they dishing out. And if they could play hurt, Kawhi just sat there what? In a skybox. He could have
Fact.
came back. So I'm just saying, like, Ty Lue still got his job. They like Ty Lue though. You feel me? Like if you like a coach, you gonna keep him there. Cause like Ticket said, I'm a firm believer of that shit. If they gonna go to the superstar player, man, look, we think about making these such moves. They can't not run that. not running by the superstar player. No, man.
You think
I don't like what Giannis did, Adrian Griffin, but look, he's shaking back now. People go through growing pains. People have to learn from their own mistakes, bro. That's all I'm saying. And to come down is the players got too much goddamn power. Coaches getting bad shakes, all because of what the star players doing. The star players not holding the end of their bargain, so the coaches got to suffer for it. It's all the marketing scheme. They're trying to keep that money going. And if the star player ain't gonna get you to the promised land, fuck that money. You can pay anybody that type of money. Look what Miami doing. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, tell me what kind of player on Miami is on the NBA level.
oh, that's
Paul
easy.
George.
Bam
Paul George.
Bao. Bam Bao. Bam Bao way better than you want to be.
I know that, but he ain't gonna get that credit like a superstar Joel Embiid. You feel
Joel
what I'm
Embiid
saying?
never
That's
been
all
a
I'm saying.
superstar.
Hey, to some people, he is. He the face of that franchise. Why you think they holding on to him? But I'm just saying, Paul George could go to the play with Kawhi, Phil. You just led your own team when you was in Indiana. Why you ran from that smoke? You went play with Russ. Like, players get the team up who got that cachet. But small market teams get broken up. They still Anthony Davis. They still Chris Paul. They force the Clippers to trade fucking shit killed this Alexander to the Thunder. And look how that shit looking now. Clippers ain't been back since they got hogged down 3-1. Now everybody high horse on them, knowing James Fraudulent ain't that type player. Superstar players get to run the league and they running it into the ground. Then guess what? Like I say, the coaches to take the backlash for that shit. If I was a coach, I'm not signing a 1 or 2 year deal. And why would I sign a Mike Budenholzer to a 5 year, fire him? You feel me? Now I still
Five
gotta pay you.
years?
No, I'm just
Damn, we
saying.
only signed for 5 years. Damn.
No, I'm just saying. But now I gotta. If I fire you, I still gotta pay you. I
That's
could
what I'm
sign a
saying.
3 year deal. So why fire the nigga if you still gotta pay him? It don't make no goddamn sense, but you just throwing money away. I've been begging for a 10-day contract for 6 years since I've been on YouTube. Just give me a 10-day, give me the league minimum, nigga. I'm gonna go over me a legitimate business. And I'm gonna come up off that shit. How much money do you really need? These players out here stealing money, man, stealing the church's money. And they ain't doing
Hey,
nothing with
hey,
it.
hey, James. I'm reading his contract right now. Mike Budenholzer. Okay, he has a 5 year, $50 million contract with the Phoenix Suns. The
And you
team will
fired
owe
them
him
in 1 year. This is
they'll,
first year
they'll
over there, right?
yeah. So he only did like 1 year, so he has 4 years
That's
left. So
crazy.
he gonna get paid for 40 mil.
That's crazy, dog. Like, come on, man, make it make sense. That's a bad investment. That's a bad
Yeah,
investment, bro. And then you, like I said, you ain't give this man a chance to put his team, that I build his team the way he wanted. He went over there with that team constructed the way it's constructed. Maybe they
yeah,
weren't listening because these players today got a big head, right? They think they know it all. Like they've been switching plays since 8, so you can't tell them nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And then I think we make it bad, not the real ones, but the ones that don't really know, and like that's my
yeah.
favorite player. They don't hold them accountable. Come on,
Mhm.
man, you gotta hold them accountable. I'm not about to pay you no 60 million a year, 300,000, and you not listening. You setting a bad precedent for the young players that's coming behind you that you about to lead the throne to. And I
Agree,
can't have that on my watch, bro, because once you leave, now they stuck on the stuff that you taught them from
agree.
hanging around you. Now I can't reel them back in. I can't reel them back in. So how these players are coachable? If you're not coachable, you can't be on my team. If you weren't coachable in my area, nigga, in my area, they wasn't even keeping you around. Boy, they sending your ass home. I don't give a fuck how much talent you got. That's just the way it was. Who changed that? Who stopped holding these players accountable? Where all the good coaching at? That's why I say the real coaches get bad treatment, get axed after 1 year, 2 years. Then you got sad ass coaches, sad ass GMs hanging around going job to job. They just recycling the same old trash over and over. Shit water ass niggas. And I'm telling you, coming up in my era, we used to be like that. I'm telling my dad and me and my cousin that whooped that shit out of me. I had to think different. Because you ain't gonna win them all. You gotta learn how to fight through adversity. Adversity what brings the best out of you. These players don't go through no adversity, bro. Only thing they see is that check. Only thing they see is all that money that they making. So if I could sit out 25, 30 games and I don't make the playoffs, they ain't gonna blame that player for doing that, not being available. They gonna blame the coach and they gonna get rid of that coach. That's not right, bro. Like, where's the accountability for these players that who's stealing the money? They got favorite players that want certain coaches. Man, the coach is a coach. Look how the dude almost had the job from Connecticut and he turned that shit down. Why would I turn that? Why would I go over there when I know it's a clown show? And like Tika said, y'all praising a nigga for winning 3 more games, 4 more games, losing two straight in the playoffs to start the motherfucker when Darvin Ham went 7-0. But he know X's and O's. That's only because that's your boy. You propped him up for that. That's why when they first did the first series of the minor game, what the nigga said, oh, there's not a coaching interview for Steve Nash to get no job. Why you gotta say that, nigga? We already know what you doing. So what you gonna backstab JJ Redick if he don't get it done? I'm just saying, like the shit is all planned, bro. It's a narrative, and they pushing that shit hard. They pushing it hard, and I feel like this. If I was a player, that's why I say, man, we make so much money. Why y'all don't just start your own league? It's gonna be some backlash trying to do it. Cube did good with the big three. Why y'all don't go fuck with Cube? You see what I'm saying? And try to build something next. Turn that big three into a real league. They got all these arenas out here, dog. Money talking, bullshit walk. You're doing it the right way, and you trying to put a good product out there, man. Go with a product where you're gonna get your recognition, where the people gonna acknowledge you. Don't do that like y'all doing it, because at the end of the day, y'all leaving the NBA in a bad place, and ain't nobody gonna want to play for it. Them dudes is out there playing for money, whether they win or lose.
Agreed. Agree. Yeah,
Hey,
they
let me ask
definitely.
you a question. Who Orlando got on their team on the Kawhi
Paolo
level?
Banchero.
Kevin Durant. Who
Pa-
Detroit got on their team on the level of Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, the role player, Luka Doncic?
yeah. Oh, okay, okay. I know what you mean. All right.
So come on, man. These young dudes won't be coached. These young dudes buying into what the coaching philosophy is, and they young. They want to play. They love the game the right way. But we don't talk about them type teams. We always talk about the stack teams. We
Yeah,
always talk about the top 5 players
that's
who
what I'm
you know
saying.
don't take care of their body. You know they don't work on their game. The
Yeah.
minute Isaiah Thomas say, "How we supposed to be great when we almost practice?" The man got axed off the team. Too much player empowerment. He only told the truth. And I told y'all the truth hurt. They don't want the truth out there. And this shit been
Yeah.
going on for the last 10, 15 years. But for some reason, we still try to support this water with that shit. We still come out here and say, "Oh, this the best thing since the 80s, man. That the game is evolved. Y'all need to get along with it. Y'all need to stop bringing up the old school." How? When them dudes did it the right way, man. Them dudes played all 82 games, man. 80 games. I can't sit here and allow these dudes to keep railroading these coaches, especially with championship pedigree. But then you won't get mad at us because we don't watch the shit. Look at the NBA ratings, bro. The ratings should tell you everything. The ratings
Yep.
should tell you everything, bro.
Agreed.
All these stack teams in the finals, and y'all still ain't outdo the '98 finals. Come on, bro. All this star power y'all got at the top of the heat. Look at the top 10 superstars. Look at the top 10 superstars. And I'm talking about the old heads, the ones that supposed to be real leaders, the ones who supposed to be teaching the youngsters how to do it. All of them on the same, about 3, 4 teams. Luka, LeBron, Kevin Durant, and your
Hmm.
boy, Kawhi James Harden. Look what seed they in. You think they'd be top dog. You think they'd be number one, number two, top five? Man, them dudes ain't with the top two, top three best teams.
Agreed.
I'm gonna ask you this question, bro. What we doing for real? Let's keep it a buck. What we doing? Have you ever heard them talk about the Thunder? They might sprinkle it in there because they hear what we talking about down here. They come down here and they hear how we talk. We get them praise, but then they want to throw them in a segment here too. One segment though, but you on 3 hours, and they only talk about them dude one time, and they only bring it up when they talking about the old heads who's teaming up against the young dudes.
All
Them,
right.
them hyenas is not scared of these old ass niggas, man. The graders and the Sanford and Son ass niggas, them young dudes ain't scared of them, man. At all. That's why when you see them and they be healthy, they have injuries too. But when they really focus and locked in, good coaching, them dudes get them old heads and run for their money, and half of the time they be beating them, they be blowing them out. My biggest thing is y'all did the Luca and AD trade for whatever reason. What sense did that make? Now you don't have a fucking big man, nobody to anchor the paint, and then when you lose, that's the first thing y'all gonna bring up. But who y'all gonna blame?
They're gonna. I love to see how the narrative is gonna be. Who will get the blame if the Lakers do lose? Because I don't think they're gonna I think I do believe they'll lose to OKC. I don't care what no man says because it's more so a 7 game series and not more so about Luka Doncic. Even though he's a great, amazing player, you have to have tactics, how you play. Um, this coach has been with OKC for a while. He knows his team's strength and weaknesses, and he also knows the Lakers' strength and weaknesses. So I think he'll utilize that more so than anything because it's a 7 game series. You're definitely going to utilize the Lakers' weaknesses and not having a big man, not their superstar players not being that great on defensively. So yeah, that's how you can really take advantage against the Lakers. So I don't
To
think they're gonna
me,
go past the Western Conference Finals. I don't think they're gonna go past OKC.
no, I'm just saying they got a lot of defensive minded teams out here, but they buying
Yeah,
into what the coach preaching. Like I said, I like Miami for a reason. I've been liking them since the '90s because New Orleans never had a basketball team. So we got the Hornets and Chris Paul. But look at all the small market teams that they how they rock. They take all the veteran players, all their star players, and they force them to these big ass markets. Chris Paul ain't won yet doing that shit. AD barely got a ring because of he went and played with the role play in the COVID situation. He haven't won yet in the West. He see how hard the West is, so he keep playing musical chairs. Like, how can you build chemistry if you switching pieces out every year? Just like you find a goddamn coach. But every year, for some reason, they got a fucking shot. I never seen no one hit wonder. And the one hit wonders, that bitch got to be a smash one hit wonder hit. Like, it can't be just be no any kind of one hit wonder. You know what I mean? So you might sneaky one in every blue moon, and there ain't always a full fucking moon out there. So stop cheating the system, get back to the basics, stop finding these coaches, let them build their team the right way, let them put the pieces that fit their system because the player system not working. What system the Phoenix Suns run over there? Just keep it real. Besides, your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. That's not no
uh,
goddamn system. What system the Lakers really run? That's why they can't win nothing. That shit don't work. You got to stack the deck for you to win that way. And you got to make sure you hit on the niggas that you want to stack the deck with. As far as killers and niggas who got the will to fight through adversity, because half of you niggas can't do that in this era. That's why you doing what you doing. And I don't like that, bro. Like, that's not basketball. Give me the bottom feeders, man. Give me the dude with the heart. The dude ain't gonna say I'm hurt all the time, man. Or sit in the skybox when shit ain't going his way, crying to the referee, not getting back on defense. Cause you ain't gonna make every shot, you ain't gonna get every call. But the coaches get fired because they can't tame these dudes because they the one made it a player league. The first thing they say, oh, He got everybody to start getting paid. Man, your game supposed to get you paid. How you gonna let another nigga off another team get you paid when he ain't got the game to get himself paid, so he gotta stack the deck to win anyway? Like, it just don't make no fucking sense. Work on your game, man. Go to the gym, bitch, you came and hit free throws, but you trying to get me paid. Nah, get yourself paid. I don't want to get paid like you. All money ain't fucking good money, man.
Oh,
And at the
shit.
end of the day, I want longevity in this shit. I'm not trying to play for no 2, 3 years, 5 years to become a journeyman. JJ Redick been on 90 teams and they only got 30. So let that sink in. I'm just saying, bro. Like, but he a good coach. He a good player. He know X's and O's. Matt Barnes been on 100 teams. You see what I'm saying? Just make it make sense, bro. Work on your game. You ain't got to show a nigga social media, put your business out there anyway. Back then, we ain't have social media. So if you went in the gym with a nigga, you ain't really know him personally. I used to go to people for help, man. Tell how you did that, man. Tell me what's up with that. Whether that was my competition or not. And if your competition feel like you still not grading them, I could teach you whatever. You still gotta perfect it. You still gotta hit those shots. I could teach you footwork and everything. You dude went to Hakeem. Everybody went to Hakeem Olajuwon for camp for footwork on the post. But tell me one time he played on the post. He still dominated the ball, stay at the top of the key, and drive and kick. He refused to go down there. That's why he got Paul Silas fired. The face of the league got 5 coaches fired, so why the other players ain't gonna do it? Kevin, how many coaches Kevin Durant got fired? Just think of it. Just look at it. I'm just saying, like, how can a man feed their family when he over always got wondering when I go to work, if I'm gonna get asked today if I don't put this one in, if I don't play this type person, you're forcing me to play your son. No, I ain't doing that. You're not the best person for this brand right now. So at the end of the day, like all these old heads, bro, 16, 17 years. Chris Paul, how many years he played? Look what he doing with the San Antonio Spurs before when they went down. Them dudes was getting solid wins, but they got a great coach over there. They bought into the system. They ain't trying to get Popovich fired because he 2,000 years old. I hope he lived to see a couple of many more years for us. You could tell he loved to coach the game, man.
Yeah.
Like that dude could have been retired. He got 5 rings. What's left for him to fucking prove? Look at everybody that came from his coaching tree. Look at their coaching philosophy. How they got them players playing. You got to be a real coach, man. You got to put your fucking foot down. And if you want for Pat Riley, every sports will be out the door. It's something about Pat Riley that he's seeing every sport that's keeping him around. But I do think he a good coach. I just think situational basketball, he let the best get to him. Because ain't no way in the world you should tell me we should be in the plan the last 3 years. If they had a championship for the plan, we'll be a three-peat. I'm just saying. So we win the games that we supposed to. We lost Django, but look what we doing as a committee though. Them dudes ain't going against Spo. Jimmy wanted to fight Spo. That's why Udonis had to step up. Old ass veterans just think they know it all. Yeah, you went to 4 Eastern Conference Finals and 2 championships. But did you win? We don't praise losing over here. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge what you was bringing to the team, and I told y'all that dude, he's serious. But sometimes you got to get yourself over the hump, man. You playing with a young cast anyway. You had Bam as a rookie, Tyler Hero just coming in, Duncan just coming in, and to see what you was doing, keep developing them players. You don't be a quitter. You going after your bag when you got 2 years left on your table. Come on, man, play your fucking contract out. You ain't even deliver a championship yet. I guarantee you, if you'd have delivered 1 ring, Pat Ryder would have given you an extension. But you ain't did shit. Now you crying, you quitting on the team. I don't like shit like that, dog. And I like Django. But he went out like a fucking sucker, man. He went out like a fucking hoe. You got 2 years left on your fucking contract. You quit on that young team, and that's a young team. Just imagine him with this team right now with the center that we just picked up, that little rookie, the little 7-footer. And you got Bam. Now they putting pieces around you, but we staying young. We stand with hungry young pieces, but you refuse to go out there and be a leader. You want that shit easy. You saw how hard it was to get there. So I feel like this, man. You get over that fucking hump. The coaches put you in better positions. I still go off this right here. See that game that we played against Boston, that game 7, when he settled for that three, when it was a 2-on-1 break, knowing you're not a good 3-point shooter as it is, especially in that type of situation, transition three, just stop and pop. If it's a set shot, I'll give you that. But you on a fast break and you just stop and pull that bitch from Afghanistan, that's a bad shot and you know it. Maybe you was tired, maybe you just ain't want to play overtime. We only needed 2 fucking points. What did you going for 3 for? I don't like they got flaws too, my nigga. You gotta look at all that shit. And I cooked his ass for that, man. Like, why would you take that fucking shot? And then you had old ass Al Horford down there backpedaling. Al Horford been in the league since the Underground Railroad, man. You could have drawn the foul on him, waited till the other trailer come, dished it off to him, and he could have got the easy deuce. Either or, you ain't had to take that badass three, what I'm saying.
Yo, what the fuck?
Kevin Durant, your foot was on the line. You should have cut your toenails. Who told you wear extra size shoe? That's stupid. You need that much room in your fucking feet? Now your feet on the line. You thought it was a three, it wasn't, and you lose that game. I'm just saying, bro. Like players is crazy. Like they be trying to do the most when they don't have to do the most. Get your wind up. Stop smoking that fucking weed, and maybe you have more energy. And look, I fought Steve Nash because that nigga was playing what? Damn near the whole game, the last 2, 3 games. Like that nigga wasn't coming out the game for a break or two, only for timeouts and commercial breaks. That's bad coaching. But y'all don't want Jeff for that nigga. Y'all don't after that same playing team without you and Kyrie made it to the fucking playing in the bubble. You see what I'm saying? But then y'all want bust that team up, get rid of all those fucking pieces for the $100,000 honey bun man. The, Jock Vaughn did a damn good job. Why Sam Cassell ain't got no fucking job? Like I say, y'all keep recycling these same shitwater ass coaches. Like it just don't make no sense, bro. I don't know what they got against ET, but that man deserve a coaching spot. But for some reason, he on the Clippers, he over here, he over there. You dig? And the nigga just can't get a coaching job to save his fucking ass. Mike Brown did a damn good job with that Sacramento team. Y'all taking pieces away, y'all trading pieces away. Now the man got to start over, but he get a bad shit, get fired. The man been to finals too. You dig what I'm saying? Like y'all getting rid of the coaches who got standard and holding these players accountable for the bullshit. For the bull. Y'all, dog, you really think JJ Redick coaching that team? Let's keep it 100 now since we talking. That nigga is not coaching that team, dog. Because if he was, uh, Al Sharpton the third would never touch that field with a real coach. That was all story driven, all narrative. Every time they bring him up, he get his ass smoked. Then they bring him down. Oh, he cooking over here. No, he not. No, he cooking over. He had 17 over here, but the nigga took 30 shots to get it. Come on, bro. Like we don't have fucking eyes or
No,
something.
it's Nate McMillan and Scott Brooks. That's
Yeah,
the coaching staff.
defensive minded coach. Nate McMillan had Portland ball, and they I don't know what happened. They asked him so quick. I'm like, damn, this man got them dudes playing defense and everything. Can't get a job. But they'll let him go coach under the role player on that coaching staff because he pushing JJ Fedick. He did. But man, coaching suck, man. I've been said that coaching suck in this league. And it's all because of player empowerment. I wouldn't want no coaching job in this era. And if I did, I'd go to the worst team in the NBA where I can build my own team. I go to like the top 10 bottom feeders where I can build my own players, put my own system together. Don't fuck with them old heads that supposed to be top-notch players. I never coach Kawhi because you're never healthy. So why would I coach you? I'm gonna get the blame anyway. You ain't gonna get no smoke for missing 30, 40 games with them sheetrock ass knees. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it, dog. I just can't do it. Man, send me to Detroit. Send me to Orlando. You feel me? Send me to Indiana. Send me to the Thunder. I'll go coach Utah. I'll coach the Bulls. They did, because I know them dudes gonna go out there and ball. Them dudes ain't worrying about no
Well,
starting team.
the Nets. I like their young core they got there.
But
Even though
see,
they losing,
they just need a coach though. It's not enough good coaches to go around. Bad enough they ain't got no good coaches anyway, and they find all the good ones. So who you gonna put right there to go over there and coach them dudes when you getting rid of all the good ones? You're blackballing them because of these players going behind the scene saying this dumb shit. Oh, I don't think he gonna work. Because they coming to you asking, well, what you think about this? We think about moving away from him and moving on from him. Y'all ain't supposed to say nothing. If that's the case, fuck, don't say shit. Look, man, do what you want to do. If you feel like he ain't getting a job done, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just here to play basketball. Whatever coach come up in here, I'm gonna give him 100%. I'm gonna try not to miss no games. Health always is the issue. So, and I think some of these dudes almost be hurt, dog. You ask me. Look at them. Some dudes don't be fucking hurt, man. Kawhi sat out 4 years before he came back and played because he got his ass hogged down 3-1. Nigga couldn't stay out to save his
he
fucking
was
soul. I know that nigga was lying about them injuries.
the crazy
That
thing
nigga
about it.
feelings is hurt. Huh?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
You don't think that nigga feelings was hurt? Cause they all that hype they did, that nigga got the key, the clown on the key. And who wear New Balance? Nigga, that's running shoes. That's not no fucking basketball shoes. That's why your knees keep going out. That's not even basketball shoes. And you wanna go sign, nigga, you just want a shoe deal, huh? Fuck it. You should have went to Puma or Reebok or Avius or something. You should have went to Ponies. Fuck. You should have went back to Converse. Then New Balance is not no fucking basketball shoe. I ain't seen a New Balance basketball shoe since I've been buying tennis, nigga. I always see the running ones with the big end on the side, cross country. I ain't never seen no fucking basketball New Balance till he come with them orthopedic ass shoes, thinking that's gonna keep his knees healthy. Well, a doctor wouldn't wear them in the fucking hospital walking around there. And you out here trying to play basketball, running up and down. Surprised your feet ain't bust out them bitches yet. They call you the claw, huh? I know your toenails be howling in them fucking shoes. But hey,
And
you can't
you,
tell these niggas nothing. And when they start playing in low tops, and they wonder why you ain't got no fucking ankle support, and wonder why you always tearing shit. Like they come around here changing the game, and that shit ain't right, dog. They done fucked everything up. How the fuck you gonna change the game from wearing mids and high top to support your ankle in case you roll it to playing with low tops on? And you wonder why niggas be turning their ankle the way they be turning them, throwing Achilles and pulling shit. Cause you got them low tops on, nigga. But you smarter than everybody. You smarter than the rest, huh? And they ain't gonna tell you that. But I know sports. I know science. And guess what? Even when we played, we got our shit spatted up in football. If we had low tops on, we still got to spat it up with the mids and the high top cleats on. I never played basketball in no fucking low tops. You understand? It's always mids or highs. But you can't tell them niggas nothing. Especially when you don't work on your body. All this shit that they doing right now, them dudes don't work out. They almost run plays in practice. They just shoot threes out there. They shoot arounds. That's what I call them. There ain't nobody running no physical 4-on-4, 5-on-5, three-man drills. You know what I mean? And seeing if you could withstand some of that physical play. Because it really ain't no physical play. But then when you got the coach coming over here saying, look, bro, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. They going to run straight to the top office, straight to the GM of the owner, and man, this nigga trying to make me do something I ain't used to doing. Well, maybe you see something in your game that need improvement. Cause you want to see, only thing you want to do is shoot threes and drive all day. That's for anybody. That's all they do, dog. Shoot threes and drive all day. If the lane open, they gonna drive and hit the little mid range. I mean the little floater or that motherfucking layup or dunk. Ain't no mid range, ain't no post game. You got a few players still try to do, post game shit like a DeRozan. He used the midi. Kawhi used the midi, but he ain't never fucking healthy. You see what I'm saying? KD used the midi, but this nigga always in his feelings for some reason. Don't give it 100%. Like he been hurt the last 2, 3 years too, sitting out. One year he missed what 25 some game. He sat out doing the bubble seat like the dog. It's crazy. So how these coaches keep getting fired when they ain't got a healthy roster? You would think if you get them a healthy roster, then fire them because they ain't doing it. But it's still, I think it's still a bad shake at the end of the day because it's a players' fucking league, dog. And whatever the players say, go. If I don't want you, you gonna get the fuck from around here. I'm gonna get your ass axed up out. And then they try to throw rocks and hide their hand like they ain't know about it. That be the trip part with me. That's how you know them niggas phony and fucked up. We need to hold them niggas accountable. Stop buying them bullshit ass shoes that they be making. Stop buying that weak ass jersey they can't win a championship in. You see what I'm saying? Cause they ain't gonna never win nothing doing that. Cause God, they gotta God see how they look low, dog. Everybody got a family feed. I don't look at no color. I ain't racist, nigga. If you doing a good job, get your fucking money. You got a family to feed too. And I feel like some of these players today be throwing them coaches under the bus on purpose, dog. Cause they can't get their weight up. The coach done told them something that hurt their fucking feelings. Or now they want to go out here and just jack up all kind of shots that don't make no fucking sense. Like, you know what made me mad at Kevin Durant? You let a nigga trick you out your fucking spot and go to state. You let a nigga call you a bitch and you ran. You feel what I'm saying? Why would you do that? Then you go over there to the fucking Brooklyn Nets and you put on and you do that shit like that, dog. Come on, dog. You know them young dudes could have helped you. The Jared Allen. Look what Jared Allen doing over there. Caris LeVert just was in the playing. Played 2 playing games. Nigga, you at home. Giving away young talent, dog. Just giving away young talent. If you that good, you supposed to be that type, not that top notch nigga. Help them dudes learn. Help them dudes grow. This shit shouldn't have nothing to do with no goddamn coaching. Cause guess who they out there playing with? Guess who they going to follow? The leader of the team, and that was your ass. You see what I'm saying? They only doing what y'all letting the leader do. Y'all letting the leader be on some fuck shit. Shit, I'm gonna be on some fuck shit. Y'all ain't told him nothing. Don't tell me nothing. But that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Fighting fire will fight. But I know how these young dudes be thinking. Ain't no way in the world I'm going over there and trade all them dudes, bro. Especially if I just watched them dudes in the bubble play hard like that. KD, you was supposed to stop that shit, man. We don't need no fucking James Harden. You just had James Harden in the finals and he cost you at James Harden ain't show up after winning 6 man of the year. So why would you play with him? And like I told, I was always a firm believer. Once a person shows who they is, that's who they is. James Harden started out that way. Look at his playoff performance down the stretch of his whole career. Shit water. Can't get over that fucking hump ever since that first finals. So you giving him all that money for what? He ain't never won nothing. Been a couple of Western Conference finals and he ain't never got over the hump. So you think I'm about to overpay you? Because you look like Rick Ross, bitch. I pay the real Rick Ross. And he the fake one at that. Before I pay you. I pay Rose to come do a concert in this bitch. He had this bitch packing than you. You understand? But that's neither here nor there, bro. Like, I'm sick of these players, bro. Let's start talking about the band Carols, the Shades, who else they got out there. I like what Portland doing. Chauncey Billups finally had got a pause. They lost some close games. You got to just keep building. It takes time for you to build. Sometimes you got to build through the draft. A fucking free agent might not want to come over there. But they got solid pieces. They got Aiden. They got the other dude. I remember they was killing him when he first came in the league. I forgot his name. But
Scoot
he
Henderson.
done got
Scoot
the
Henderson.
dude. Huh?
Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, him. But look like he done got himself and start working on his game. And look how he's starting to perform. Like that team play hard, what I'm saying. They ain't got no veterans over there. You don't really have that type of veteran leadership anyway, dog. Them dudes ain't trying to teach them young dudes nothing, man. I just feel like if y'all feel like that, just go start your own league and let them dudes rock out the way they rock out. I ain't gonna support it. That's why they don't want to start their own league because they know a nigga ain't gonna watch that bullshit. A nigga watch the big three before they watch that shit, dog. I'm telling you. And then they always coming up with excuse. Oh, they ain't gonna let them. They ain't gonna let. Well, why the fuck they let Cube do it? And there's a bunch of old ass niggas out the NBA over there still balling. Chris Jackson's and all that. Al Harrington. Them dudes still got game. But after they seen all the bullshit. When they switched from COVID to this new shit that they got going on, this player empowerment. Nigga don't have a love for the game like them old heads. So them dudes went over there to fuck with Q, bro. And that's more respectful. I don't know how much they get paid for it, but they still got the love of the game. You can see it. They still passionate like the old school. They be ready to fight. I seen one part, Steve Jack was about to fight. Oh, nigga said, yeah, you ain't get back in the game. That boy Steve Jack said, yeah, I'm about to check myself back in the game. He said, I bet you won't. Like, that's the intensity and the passion, though. Bitch, don't talk crazy to me. Open Stacks got into it on the fucking sideline. Them two hard nosed pit bulls ain't gonna back down. You feel that's how it's supposed to be. You get in a nigga face over here, they ratting on you, getting you suspended, joining teams with you because they scared of you. We ain't doing all that shit, man. The Raymond pissing me off when he join cups. Ain't no fucking way in the world you cause me a ring and I'm about to go sign with your fucking agency. Nigga, my game gonna make my money for me. Nigga, you triple single anyway. You like work on your fucking game, dog. That's all I got to say. Just work on your game. And half of you niggas don't do that. It's just like I said. How you gonna work on your game when there's a 3-point lead? Everybody just standing around looking like a stop sign. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nobody moving but the young dude. Look at how the ball move with the young dude. Look how they be up and down on defense. The ball never stick. And see how I like what the young dudes are doing with the young coaches, dog, they teaching them the right way. You don't know who to set down. Now everybody talking about game plan. If you listen to people that break down the playoffs, it's always who gonna stop this one? What's the game plan to stop that one? But when you build like a Miami, when you build like a Orlando, when you build like a Thunder team, man, everybody getting off. That's why they have so much success. You could sit here and tell me y'all thought Miami was wasn't was going to the fucking finals when it was the number 8 seed. Now their teammates probably did because they watched them enough to see how they was moving the ball, how they was rocking. When we time for a nigga to go ISO, we had that type player, which was in Django. But the ball move and hop around. You can't just key in on no one guy like that when you playing teams like that because it's a team effort. You know, one night Jimmy might go off, one night Tyler might go off, one night Bam might go off. It's just team ball. One night Steph might go off. One night, I mean, one night Alexander might go off. Shit. One night J Dub might go off. Then it might be hungry. I didn't see how with Hardenstein go out there and have monster games, double doubles, and change the whole series, change that whole game. You never know when you built that way. You just can't key in on one day. I was listening to somebody break down the game tonight, and it was like Miami got the number 8 seed. Oh, this about to be a dog walk because Cleveland number 1. Now, I respect the Cleveland. I like what they're doing. They built it the right way, and they just added Spider and a few more free agents that other teams didn't want. Spider wanted out because of whatever reason. So I could see if he'd have went to a stag team or something. He went to Cleveland, so I respect that move. But you look, the same way Cleveland could shut down Bam and Tyler Hero, we got the defensive bodies to shut down Garland and Spider and make their role players beat us too. They got 2 bigs and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. Now we got 2 bigs. I know he a rookie, but if you watch them 2 play, the boy don't look like a rookie. And Bam seemed like he played more freely because he ain't got to play that 5 no more. Now he can really do what he do. He done upgraded on his 3-point shot. That's gonna be a slugfest. And people only giving them 1 in 5 games. I mean, going 5 games, maybe 6. But what you gotta realize is this here, dog. You cannot hold on. You cannot tell me that Miami gonna be an easy out. Because I'm gonna tell you why. We not underestimating them. We know they're the number one seed. We just blew their ass out when they was healthy. They had all their people in there. Miami just beat them niggas. They having about 15 plus right before the season end. We got some good quality wins. We beat the Lakers by 40 or 30, whatever that was. Jimmy wasn't even much playing. So how you just gonna key in on somebody? Alec Burke shooting that bitch out his mind. And the only thing I was telling you, I was scared of the Bulls because I seen the Bulls as a scrappy team like us. You just can't key in on nobody. So if they get hot shit, they could beat anybody. It shows you that. They got some good wins too. They just got to keep building it and keep growing together. Now, if a free agent won't go over there because they like, all them dudes just lost DeRozan, Caruso, they lost Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, and them dudes still had a chance to make it to the goddamn playoffs. Like, come on, man. Like, that's the type of teams I like watching because I know they ain't going to shortchange me. They might start off slow, but I know they're going to bring it every fucking night, though. And they respect their coach. Eric Spoelstra, one of the longest tenured coaches. The only problem that I have, he don't know how to empty the clip. And that nigga be pissing me off with that shit. You got to empty the clip, man. You can't be walking around like you don't know how to coach when you just did this shit. Everybody putting all their eggs in one basket because of these stacked deck. Oh, they got Luka and Brian. Oh, they got Kawhi and James Harden. I don't think none of them gonna win. To be honest with you, I don't see them winning it. They might do a good run, but I think that Clippers team in the bubble was deeper than they got now. You ask me, Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams, and all that, man, that team way deeper. I just don't see how they gonna navigate through this playoffs. Somebody gonna get hurt. James Harden gonna show up as the same James Harden he been showing up the last 3, 4 playoff runs. Either he gonna get hurt or he gonna shoot poorly, score 11 points, then everybody gonna be back talking about, man, fuck, man, that nigga trash, man. We should have never got that nigga, man. We should have kept Shea, man. Y'all, I'm not getting rid of my young talent, dog, especially if I see him with that upside. Now, I ain't saying you're gonna have a good game every game, but if I see you have more games than bad games, that's good. Bill, man. And half of them dudes be doing that. Half of them dudes be having way all kind of good games more than bad games. But for some reason, because a nigga won't force their way out from over here, now everybody throwing their eggs in one basket trying to run get them. Trying to run get them. And then it remind me of this. I never knew what year that was until Salute the Man Down. He broke that shit down tonight. That was 2011. That was the year LeBron, the role player, went to Miami. So it was cool for him to do it. But then they want to try to make it seem like David Stern was the commissioner and the president of the owner of the Hornets. So he shut that trade down. But then you gonna trade him to the Clippers. Why you trading him anyway? The story just ain't make sense to me. You promised Tom Benson, if you was to do this, I'm gonna give you that. How you think we got Anthony Davis? When I tell y'all that shit be rigged, y'all ain't gotta believe me. Y'all ain't gotta believe me. That nigga got rid of Chris Paul. They ain't want Kobe with him because they know because LeBron just built that weak ass super team and he still wind up losing 2011. So you might as well should have gave Bean Chris Paul. See what I'm saying? Then they were talking about they was trying to get the white and they were gonna do this and do that. The move binding them to get the white. Cause they saw what Miami just did. They saw Dog, Kobe was on that 2008 Redeem team. You don't think he heard them niggas talking about plotting up? We gonna play together? D Wade already told you. Brian done called him and said, "Look, man, this nigga done got fired, man. We need to do something." So Kobe was like, "Man, Chris Paul out there, go try to get that boy. Since they want to team up, I don't think I need his Paul, and I'm still gonna wax them niggas. They blocked that trade, but let that shit go down with him and boy, that shit crazy. That shit is ridiculous. Now all this shit starting to come out. All this shit starting to come out. R.I.P. to David Stern, but dog, if you gonna let that trade go down, why block the Chris Paul trade to fucking Lakers? Then you want to try to make it seem like because the small franchise, you can't take the number one player because then the sales gonna be down. When have you ever worried about that shit in the NBA? Any fucking commissioner, especially this peanut cashew head ass nigga they got now, boy, he letting anything go down. I don't give a fuck what happened, boy. Trade nigga ain't shutting shit down. Niggas moving like they homeless, man. 1 minute I'm by the gas station, next minute I'm under the bridge. 1 minute I'm under the bridge, next minute I'm sleeping on bourbon. Like them niggas homeless, man. Them niggas ain't trying to find no home. And then you pay them niggas $300,000-$400,000 to do this shit. Come on, bro. Coaches get a bad shake, bro, and I don't like it. And that's why we can't build fundamentals no more. That's why we can't see who really is the great because you playing with a top 10 nigga that you supposed to be competing with. Then you got trash ass coaches trying to coach y'all up. It's not really no real coaches out here. I see why niggas don't want coach though. The same way I see why niggas don't want to be the face of the fucking league. Because you ain't gonna talk about them anyway. Why I won't be the face of the league? I think coaches just need to evaluate that shit. And I wouldn't be tripping anyway, nigga. If I sign a 3-4 year deal, you fire me after year one, and you still gotta pay me, man. Fuck y'all niggas. That's your stupid ass. Give me my 10 million. I'm gonna sit on my fucking ass, and I ain't coming back. Point blank. Period. I'll go buy me a yacht and become a longshoreman, a seaman around this bitch. You feel me? Go. I start selling seafood around this bitch. I open me up a nightclub or a fire restaurant. You feel me? And just let it roll. Like nobody don't want to compete no more. You could tell. 3 superstars on one team, nigga. Come on, bro. You ain't even got this many superstars in the fucking league. And people don't want to say Chris Bosh wasn't no all-star superstar caliber player. Bullshit. Bullshit he was. He was. When you got a nigga that probably never touched a basketball a day in his fucking life, come out here and say some shit like that out his mouth, bro. And this trip out, I don't understand. That nigga wanted him. That nigga asked for that nigga to play. So now all of a sudden he ain't shit. That nigga don't get that rebound, nigga. You 1-3. Fuck the Rihanna shot. And then he caught the rebound off your fucking miss at that. So make it make sense. But I know the shit you be saying. You can't come out and say it. That's why you threw Giannis' name in there. Oh, Giannis could score 250. But then, y'all, this nigga, you got your agent coming out here shitting on a nigga that helped you won two of them things. And like I say, one of them was real because if you don't get that rebound, nigga, you easily 1-3. That I look at 2-2 as a failure. Cause I go off what you said. I ain't going off what I expect of y'all to do because y'all putting this shit together. Cause you put this shit together, that don't make you gonna win. It don't mean you're gonna win it all. boy, people gonna must be hungry to beat y'all. You get what I'm saying? So, and the Knicks and the Bulls is giving y'all a run for y'all money still when y'all put that team together. They had teams out there smoking y'all. And like I said, a baby Indiana team went 7 games with y'all, 6 games and shit. Like y'all weren't blowing people out. Yeah, y'all went on that little 27-game win streak with the discredit Chris Bosh like that, dog. And you let this man do that shit? Man, if I was Chris Bosh, every time I see Rich Paul, crackhead ass, I slap the shit out of it for disrespecting to me. Chris Bosh ran up on Skip Bayless, something that bitch scared to do. So you gonna keep sending your little minions out there? I'm gonna slap him and I send him over there and tell him about that slap I just did your bitch ass. Since he won't run and tell everything the role players say, because I know they be talking. I don't think that was a big three. But you call the Celtics a big three? Then you had Rondo trying to sneak it in there talking about they really was a big four. Boy, stop it. Y'all was a big four then with Ray Allen, nigga, when you got Ray Allen. Because Ray Allen was built like that. He showed you that when he hit that shot and bailed your ball headed ass out when you shot that fucking brick anyway. You already had Mike Miller. What the fuck, how many more shooters you need? You had Mario Chalmers. He was a nice, decent player. Could shoot the three. Like, I just don't understand, man. What we doing here? What we doing? The nigga try to get every sponsor fired and everything, man. They only filing the leader of the NBA. Like I told y'all, whatever that dude do, the other players gonna feel like shit. Y'all letting him do it, I'm doing it. Cause I used to be that nigga. And if I was in the league, I'd still be that nigga. Cause guess what? Y'all letting him do it, I'ma do it. But I ain't gonna just get no coach fired. I'm just talking about with the moves and the bullshit he be doing. Don't tell me nothing when I do it. All the people he threw on the fucking bus. Shit crazy, man. So now the coaches is the new scapegoat. The players know they ain't about to move off no franchise player. I was surprised they traded Luka. But like I said, they trying to save face. They know it's about to become an end. And niggas starting to expose that role player. So they trying to put all kind of help they need to get by this nigga so he can feel like he got a shot. Yeah, a shot in his motherfucking head. What he taking, a technical shot? That's the only shot he getting, a technical shot. I never seen the movement. Like it's like a circus for real. Shit, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Do y'all really think Kevin Durant go to Golden State if they don't let that nigga go to Miami? Like I just don't understand that shit. And Poindexter stupid ass gonna talk about. Well, let me tell you about what happened. Pat McAfee asked him that shit, and the answer I was looking for, I ain't get it because I was in Louisiana at that time. I know I wasn't. Was I in Louisiana? Yeah, I was living in Baton Rouge when that shit happened. When LeBron said I'm gonna do that decision shit. And like I said, that was the same year they blocked Kobe from getting Chris Paul. So how y'all block Kobe from getting Chris Paul, but y'all let them form a big three over here? Y'all was already saying fuck Kobe. You think what I'm saying? They been hating on that man. Nobody like, come on, dog. Like people make motherfucking mistakes, and it's cool. It's cool. That dude handled adversity, came back. Y'all say he couldn't do this. Y'all say he couldn't do that. And that nigga was doing everything y'all say he couldn't do. Yeah, y'all let this bitch ass nigga stack the deck and still got a losing record, and he don't get no smoke. But he the GOAT. Kevin Durant, how that shit worked out for you in Brooklyn. How that shit worked out for you in the Suns. Chris Paul, y'all added one fucking piece to that Phoenix Sun team. Chris Paul went and brought them motherfuckers all the way to the fucking championship. And had them up 2-0 before Giannis went nuclear. It's the type of player you need, man. The type of player that fits your system. Y'all know y'all was missing the point guard. Look what Chris Paul went over and did. You ain't need to go call Curly, Larry, and Mo. You understand? You ain't need to call the Fast and the Furious. The league is not that fucking hard when you work on your fucking game. Coaches wouldn't even get fired if you work on your game. Y'all not working on y'all game. Y'all not taking this shit serious. It's getting these coaches fired. And that's bullshit. That's bad press, bro. That's bad press. And I don't respect that, bro. These coaches have a family too. I don't care what color they is. David Black had you in the what? Number two spot, number one record or something like that. You was in the top two, top three. That man still got fired. Man got championship overseas and everything. Eventually you know how to do something. Then Luke already told you. American, it's easy to score over here. It's harder in Europe. Man, come over here dropping 39 and 9, 38, 9 and 10. Like just in his sleep. Where the American MVPs at? Look at the top five players in the fucking league. At least four of them foreigners. You probably got one American you probably throwing in. That's Jason Tatum. Everybody else foreigners. From Shea to Giannis to the Joker.
Jokic.
Who else you want to put up in there? Man, there's number of foreigners running this shit, man. Americans ain't got shit on them people, man. And that's fucking sad, bro. But y'all still come out here and ride their wave like that. Don't hold them niggas accountable. But they'll get their coach fired. Yeah, you was right. You know how to make adjustments. No, that nigga ain't work on this fucking game. Don't blame it on the coach. The coach ain't out there shooting that bitch. Talking about he don't make adjustments. How you gonna make adjustments when they're not in his system? But KD, he said he loved the game. He was intrigued how Golden State played. Well, why the fuck he ran from over there? Oh, because you was getting backlash. Nigga, he can't. That's not his team. They don't respect them two rings. He went to a team that beat him. He was up 3-1. Man, fuck all that. I don't want to give a fuck about none of that shit. Bitch, you play the game to win the ring. And if I ain't going to win it over here, I'm going where I know I'm going to love to play the game at. And you could tell the passion and the love that he had. But two things happen. They trick you out your spot and you let a nigga call you a bitch. To let me know that you was a whole ass nigga. So if you want to let a nigga call you a bitch and run you from over there, first thing I done did is play empowerment, right? Look, man, I'll stay if y'all get rid of that nigga. Who you think did a pick, him or Draymond? Let's keep it real. Durant, I'd have got rid of Durant in a heartbeat. I already got your two rings, sons, or one ring at the time. What they had, about 2, 3 rings? Man, you got to go, man. Get out of here. Let me see if you can go pull that same shit off in Charlotte since you think you built like that with that backpack shot. I bet you gonna make it to the playoffs, but you ain't no leader. And then he showed you that when the bubble happened and Steph went down, Clay blew his ACL in 19 and that finals against Toronto. If I go out there and score 20 and 10, that ain't gonna mean nothing. What they gonna do for the team? Well, you want a nigga like that leading your team or on your team talking like that? That nigga Draymond would have been on the first bus smoking out fucking California. He ain't no leader. Nigga, you is not a fucking leader. I go out there every 20 and 10. Bitch, when you ever did that, you ain't never won. You trying to talk that shit into existence. Boy, you ain't never scored over fucking 19 points in the season. Stop it. But here, nigga, that averaged 18, 9, grabbing at 10 rebounds, a block and a half or some change, couple of assists. Box was shooting 40% from the 3-point line. Come on, bro. The stats don't fucking, y'all like stats, huh? Y'all the stat merchant. Y'all the stat gobblers. That's all y'all talk about was Jokic. But that nigga can't win shit without Jamal Murray. But that man can't get no fucking props. Without Jamal Murray, that bitch can't get out the second round. He get his ass whooped too. So I don't give a fuck about them triple double, bitch. Do it result into winning. Do it result into championships. The boy got one fucking ring. All that shit he be doing. Then they gave the last two MVPs Well, the last one to him when Shea clearly won that shit. Cause like I say, the best record in the game, the best player on the team, he leading the league in scoring. How the fuck that man don't win MVP? This nigga winning MVP in the sixth seed and shit. Boy, who does that? Like, you don't play defense. Like, I just don't get it. You can't get me to buy that shit, man. Mike Malone gone. Championship coach, another one. All because this nigga don't play defense. And I don't care what nobody say, dog. If I go out there and score 38, 12, and 12 with a nigga who I'm guarding, scoring 40, 5 and 5, and they winning. Thought he went on a whole 4 game stretch when Jamal Murray was out. Empty stats. Empty fucking stats. And y'all worse than the role player fans when it comes to that nigga. But he scored 60, 10, and 10. But I don't want to hear about that bullshit. Did he win? Nope. He got his ass smoked too. Well, as soon as Jamal came back, hitting game winners. Help him stay out there playing. He don't get no credit. Jamal came back, y'all niggas was headed to that fucking playing after that 4 game skid. But that dude don't get no fucking props. And I hate that about this era, dog. I hate that about this era.
Facts.
It's wrong, bro. And it's not fair to the players who going out there putting their shit on the line too with a family to feed. This is another thing. This I'm talking about this a motherfucking heat seeking missile right here. How we supposed to give y'all niggas credit in this era when the leader of this era be killing y'all? Always downgrading his teammates, but y'all say y'all better than us. Always putting people down that's in this era, but y'all say y'all better than us. You think Jordan to go out there disrespecting his competition like that, but he was playing with him or not? You think Elijah wanted to go out there disrespecting his competition or his teammates like that? Come on, bro. That's the standards y'all putting out here. When the nigga fell, oh shit, we was that top heavy, man. We couldn't really build the team around us when we got the first year we got together. So that's what you blame that shit on when y'all was up clearly 2-1 in the fucking finals. I don't want to hear that shit. You was up 2-1, that shit wasn't no fucking problem. Now all of a sudden it's a problem when they hawk this stupid ass down. See how God don't like ugly? That's why you got a fucking losing record now. Bitch ass nigga. You kill everybody you play with in this era. You do it. So why you mad at them OGs that's calling this bullshit out? You throw all your people under the bus, nigga. But it's a problem when Shaq and Charles see this product that y'all putting out there and say the same shit. Oh, they hating on us, man. Like, why would anybody want to be the face of the league when all they do is shit on us? Do you be listening to your fucking self talk, bro? When they gonna get another leader, dog? Like, come on, man. I ain't never seen a nigga hold on to a nigga that long and keep pushing them to be great when that nigga don't want to be great. Like, who does that? Like y'all can't promote other players. Like, when we was coming up in school, they showed whatever game came on TV, they had the highlights for that motherfucker. Everybody was getting love. You you don't must see that shit unless it's playoff time. Y'all gonna have a 10 game fucking roster tonight. If it won the playoff, close to the playoff, only thing y'all gonna talk about is Jokic and LeBron all day, and you wonder why nigga don't cut that shit off. Jokic need this. The same narrative that y'all pushing for that fucking role player, y'all doing for him. That's sad, bro. How you gonna shit on your team then get mad when a nigga call that shit out? You doing it. That's what I say. You doing it. Why they can't do it? You shitting on your own fucking teammates. It was nothing like when that shit wasn't broken. You try to fix it, and you got Russell over there, and you went 33 and what 49 or some shit, and still ain't make the fucking playoff. What? And that was a super team. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Another failed super team. But did he get smoked for putting that shit together? No, the coach got smoked for it, and he got fired. Bad shit, dog. Players never get the fucking blame, bro. That's what makes it hard to watch, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know the last time I watched a full game. If I watch the first quarter, shit, I'm dipping in and out, dipping in and out. But if I catch the second quarter, I still ain't watched the whole game because I missed the first quarter. Like I could probably watch a quarter and a half, maybe two, before I be like, man, no, I'm about to put a fucking movie on, man. Fuck this shit. I put my game on, cause I know I'm gonna get what I want in the game. I don't cheat the game. I take my L like a man. If I win, I win. I don't, I don't. Ain't no reset button or nothing. That's just for peace of mind. Like, cause this shit that we watching, it's just like a nigga that's cheating on the game, can't get past a certain team. They keep hitting the reset button till they beat them. I used to do that shit back when I was little, cause I ain't know how to play, but I had to learn. Half of you niggas still playing on rookie and all pro anyway. That shit ain't on no fucking Madden. So I'm just saying that shit ain't on superstar. I'm just saying like y'all been cheating the fucking game. It's crazy though. I'm sorry for these coaches getting a bad shape. That's why we need to get rid of these old ass niggas and start promoting the young teams that's doing it right. Cause look like they the only ones doing it right. They the only ones not trying to stack the deck and play with super teams. I'm just being honest. You ask me. OKC built that team through the draft, and they hit on Caruso. He ain't no fucking all star, no superstar caliber player, but look what he did. But because he helped LeBron win a fucking ring. He got rid of that man. KCP went help Jokic win the ring, and LeBron got rid of that man. Like y'all don't must know how to hold on to the solid role players. Y'all don't want to pay the man. But y'all to overpay this bum ass nigga because he averaging a triple double. Man, stop it. This nigga 10 years older than me, and y'all still trying to hold on to him. Trade that nigga, man. Get some picks. Try to find you a young superstar. It's about money anyway. Salute the Dreamers Pro. That nigga has said the reason why the Jordan and the LeBron debate keep going on because it's about money and revenue. Stephen A. Smith and Marcus Spears had a whole debate about that shit. That's what people want to hear. And you wonder why your fucking ratings down. Ain't nobody want to hear that shit. We want to hear some realness. Nobody want to keep hearing about the same shit over and over. Time to cut on the TV, talking about the same shit over and over. And then it's just got to be with the role play. I'm just saying, you talk about the same topics over and over. Dallas Cowboy, LeBron James. Dallas Cowboy, LeBron James, Jokic. Dallas Cowboy, LeBron James, Jokic. Nigga don't want to hear about that shit, man. Especially teams ain't fucking winning. What about teams that's barely doing it the right way? That shit crazy. And I like the Cowboys. I've been fucking with the Cowboys. My daddy, my aunties, all of them was Cowboys fans when they wasn't shit. You know what I mean? I always wanted to be a star. So, I just took an a liking. Gray and blue was my favorite color when I was little. White, gray, like I used to like teams because of their colors. My favorite colors, like, and they could be sad and shit, water as a motherfucker. That's my team. But then I had to learn, like, then they started winning. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Jerry Jones and Rich Paul. Well, Rich Paul is the Jerry Jones of basketball, always in the media. And if y'all don't see that shit is about money and narratives, and they just trying to drive that shit home to the point like we don't know what we watching. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, bro. Y'all getting coaches fired left and right for y'all performance. See, bro, to my diehard Philadelphia Sixers fan, I want to pray for y'all, bro, because y'all been trusting that process since my grandpa graduated, and he's dead and gone now. And I just don't understand like what we doing over there. Like for real, for real. The city of brotherly love ain't no love, bro. I'm telling you, I feel sorry for y'all, bro. The Eagles, the only thing y'all got to hang y'all head on. Probably the Philadelphia Flyers. You know, I'm not really into hockey like that. Hold on right quick, y'all. I got a call.